I used to do that guesswork thing, like when a friend calls me that there's a special, I'll just quickly say, okay, can you get me this, can you get me this? And at the end of the day, I would see that my money is not balancing. It's because I had added those expenses which were not part of my budget. Hi everyone, this is Tarie from Let's Talk Finances with Tarie. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking of budget. As I mentioned last week that we have 4 pillars of financial literacy, and the first one which I'm going to tackle is budget. A budget, this is where you tell your money, like you give your money direction. When you do a budget, you give your money direction that this is where this money is supposed to be going and this is where this money is supposed to be going. So before you start doing a budget, you need to put your income. So when we are talking of an income, like if you're working like myself, you put your salary. Then if you have other side businesses, you also put that income together. Then that will be all your combined income. Then after that, you need to put all your expenses. So when we are talking of expenses now, we are talking of your rental, your school fees, your groceries, like if you have any debit orders, if you have any clothing accounts. So all that goes into your expenses. That's what you put on your expenses. If you're a lady like myself, I buy makeup, I do my hair, so you also need to incorporate that on your expenses. So with your expenses, you have to put every expense. Don't just do guesswork and say, okay, that one I'll say it, because you need to see if your expenses will be covered with your income. That's the basic important thing of why we have to set a budget. And also the other thing which you need to remember, before you go to your expenses, you also need to put your savings. What is that allocation which you're going to allocate for your savings? What is that allocation which you're going to put for your investments? So you need to incorporate everything on your budget so that you know where your every dollar is going. Because when it comes to your money, you can't be doing guesswork. You need to be in charge of your finances. So with a budget, it will help you to be in charge of your money. That for any specials, and if you really need that thing which you want to buy, then you put it on your expenses. So you need to put every detail. And the other basic thing which you also need to understand when it comes to your budget, your income and your expenses must always be at zero. If there's any extra money which is lying at the end when you do your budget, it's either if you have got any debts, are you allocating to your debt, or are you going to increase it to your investment or to your saving, so that at the end of the day, everything will balance back to zero, right? I like calling it a zero budget. You need to follow it through, because it won't make any sense that you write down a budget, then at the end of the day, you don't follow it through. So when you do your budget, make sure that you follow everything through. And if you have written that this month you're not doing takeouts, you're not eating out, you must stick to that and not do it. And maybe that month you want to splurge yourself, you have to put it and follow it through, because it won't make any sense that you put a budget and you don't follow it through. Because the first thing why you're doing it is because you want to have a direction of where your money is going. So it's important that you have to stick to it. So those are other things which you can incorporate on your financial goals. But basically, that is what a budget needs to be. If you stay tuned in, as I'll explain more of ways to continue sticking to your budget. But bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and like and share with your friends.